Good morning, children. Today onwards we will discuss class 9 biology. Before going to discuss class 9 biology, we will try to recap class 8 biology. In class 8 we have studied how many chapters? 12 chapters. In class 8 biology we have studied 12 chapters. In class 9 also we have 12 chapters. What do you know about class 8 first chapter name? What is science? In the chapter you discussed about, is it clear? You discussed about various types of techniques which are useful for the investigation of various types of living organisms. But now in class 9th chapter 1 we need to discuss about cells. How many types of cells are there? And cells contains which type of organelles we are going to discuss now. Before going to discuss about the chapters in our class 9 biology, we will try to recall some basic points in chapter 1 of our 9th class. First one, we will start with the cell. What do you know about a cell? Cell, it is the structural and functional unit of all the living organisms. It is the structural and functional unit of all the living organisms. Means living organisms are classified into two types. What they are? First one plants, next one animals. Plants, animals. What do you know about it? Plants are composed of cells. Next, animals are also composed of cells. Means each and every living organism is made up of cells. What do you know about cell? What do you know about cell? Cell, it is the structural and functional unit of cell. It is the structural and functional unit of all the living organisms. Means plants and animals, all their bodies are composed of cells. Basing on the number of cells, all the living organisms are classified into two types. What they are? First one, unicellular organisms, and next one, multicellular organisms. Unicellular organisms means, what do you know about uni? Uni means one. What do you know about uni? Uni means one. Here in case of unicellular organisms, one cell can perform all the activities in those particular living organisms. That type of organisms are called unicellular organisms. Which organisms? Unicellular organisms. In unicellular organisms, one cell can perform all the activities. Examples. What are the examples of unicellular organisms? First one, paramecium. In 8th class also we have studied paramecium. And the next one, algae. Next, euglena. These are the some examples of unicellular organisms. In 8th class also you have studied about this paramecium, algae, euglena and chlamydomonas. These all are the which organisms? Unicellular organisms. In these unicellular organisms, one cell can perform all the activities. Next, multicellular organisms. Multi means so many, means millions or uncountable. Uncountable. We cannot define them. How many number of cells are there? We cannot define them. So that type of organisms are called multicellular organisms. Examples of multicellular organisms are plants. Next one is animals. What are the examples of multicellular organisms? Plants, animals. What are the examples of unicellular organisms? Paramecium, algae, euglena and chlamydomonas. These all are the unicellular organisms. Already we have discussed, basing on the number of cells, living organisms are classified into how many types? Two types. What they are? Unicellular organisms and multicellular organisms. Multicellular means millions of tiny cells we can see. in plants and animals. Unicellular organisms means only one cell can perform all the activities in those particular living organisms. Examples: paramecium, algae, chlamydomonas, etc. These all they can perform. They can perform all the activities by one cell. That type of organisms are called unicellular organisms. Which organisms? Unicellular organisms. We are discussing about cell. What do you know about cell? What do you know about cell? Cell means a tiny room-like structure. In Latin language, it's a Latin word. Cell is a Latin word. In Latin language, cell means a tiny room-like structure. Which structure? A tiny room-like structure. A tiny room-like structure. Okay. Who discovered the cell for the first time? Robert Hooke. Who discovered the cell for the first time? Robert Hooke discovered the cell for the first time. Okay. Before Robert Hooke, in the year 1674, Antony van Leeuwenhoek. Who was the scientist? Antony van Leeuwenhoek was observed the living bodies under the microscope. Which living bodies? Bacteria. Which living bodies he was observed? Bacteria and yeast. Like some living bodies he was observed under the microscope. In the year 1674, Antony van Leeuwenhoek was observed the bacteria, yeast like some living organisms under the microscope. Next, who discovered the cell for the first time? Robert Hooke discovered the cell. How many types of cells are there basing on the number? 2 types of cells are there. One is unicellular organism consisting animals. Next one multicellular organisms. Okay. So this is about cell. Already in 8th class we have discussed about the structure of onion peel cells. What is it? Structure of onion peel cell. Onion peel cell. Structure of onion peel cell. Which shaped structures? Structured cells you observed last year. Rectangular shaped cells like this manner. Some cells we observed last year. In 8th class, we observed rectangular shaped onion peel cells. In those cells, for example, here I have drawn how many cells? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cells. Let us imagine these are the cells of onion peel. If you observe these cells, each and every cell consisting a dotted structure in it. This dotted structure, what we named last year? What we named? This is named as nucleus. This is named as nucleus. Next, what do you know about this? This is cell. How many cells are there here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Totally 5 cells are there. This is cell. What is the outermost layer in case of this cell? This is plant cell or animal cell? This is plant cell. So what is the outermost layer in case of plant cell? Cell wall. Cell wall is the outermost layer in case of plant cell. Okay. Next, in those cells, we observed some dotted like structures also. Some dotted like structures. If you observe these dotted like structures under an electronic microscope, there is a chance to identify mitochondria, endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi complex. I think already you have listened at these words in 8th class. Golgi complex, lysosomes. Like some dotted like organelles will be presented inside of these cells. Along with these organelles, there is a chance to see a fluid or jelly-like material inside of these cells. Each and every cell, it contains a fluid or jelly-like material. What we named that? We named that fluid or jelly-like material as cytoplasm. 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 What is about the meaning of cytoplasm? Cyto means in Greek language cell. Cyto means cell. Plasm means fluid. So the fluid which is present inside of the cell is called cytoplasm. What it is called? Cytoplasm. Cytoplasm is fluid present inside the cell. What is about these dotted structures in these cells? These dotted structures are called nucleus. What is about the use of nucleus? Nucleus is acts as like a genetic barrier and it is useful to transfer the messages about parental information to the children. It acts as like a genetic barrier and it transfers the parental information to the children and it controls all the activities of the cell. Next, it acts as like a CPU of the body. What is about CPU in computer language also? You have same definition. CPU means central processing unit. What is about CPU? CPU means central processing unit. So here the nucleus is acts as like a CPU of the cell. CPU of the cell means it acts as like a central processing unit. It controls all the activities within the cell and it is useful for carrying the genetic information from parents to the children. Next, what is about the cytoplasm? Cytoplasm is useful to create a fluid medium inside of the cell and it also useful to make them to float all the organelles within the cell. So this is functioning of cytoplasm. Last year you observed the structure of onion peel cells. Which shaped cells we can see in case of onion peel cell? We can see a rectangular shaped cells. Each and every cell contains only one dotted structure in it. These dotted structures are called nucleus. Nucleus is called as central processing unit of the cell. It controls all the activities. It is useful for the transportation of genetical information. Next, inside of cell cytoplasm, we can see cyto means cell, plasm means fluid. So this is information about the structure of onion peel. Which shaped cells we can see in the onion peel? Rectangular shaped cells. Cytoplasm. It's a which word? Greek word. Which word? Greek word. In Greek language, cyto means, what is about cyto? Cyto means cell. In Greek language, cyto means cell. Plasm means, what is about plasm? Plasm means fluid. What is about plasm? Plasm means fluid. So now we are going to discuss about the important word organelle. Important word organelle. What is about organelle? Organelle means a smaller or microscopic or tiny structure is called organelle. Smaller, microscopic or tiny structure which can be seen under an electronic microscope only is called an organelle. So some organelles we can see in cells. Let us see. Cells are composed of which organelles? Cells are mainly divided into two types. What they are? Unicellular organisms, multicellular organisms. Already we discussed it. Plant cells and animal cells. Here, plant cells and animal cells, both they are contains some microscopic or tiny structures in them. These microscopic or tiny structures are called organelles. Let us see. These are plant cells. Next, animal cells. Animal cells. If you observe plant cells and animal cells, these are composed of some common organelles. What they? Let us see. In case of plant cell, we can see chloroplast. Already you know about it. Most of the plant leaves are in which color? Green in color. Why? Because of the presence of chloroplast. Most of the plant leaves are green in color because of the presence of chloroplast in them. Okay. So in case of animal cells, chloroplast, do they present? No. In case of animal cell, chloroplasts are absent. Do you know photosynthesis process? In the earlier classes we have studied about photosynthesis process. Photosynthesis process. What is the use of photosynthesis process? This process is useful for the preparation of food materials in plants. What is the use of photosynthesis? Photosynthesis is a process which is useful for the preparation of food materials in plants. Due to the presence of chloroplasts in plants, what will happen? Plants, they can prepare food materials by their own. Plants, they prepare food materials by their own. That is why the plants are called as, autotrophs. What they call? Autotrophs. Plants are called autotrophs. The organisms which contains chloroplasts are called autotrophs. Auto means by their own. Tropes means they can prepare food by their own. That is why these plants are called autotrophs. But are we preparing food by our own? No, we are not preparing food by our own. We are collecting food from other animals or from other plants. So we are showing which type of nutrition? Heterotrophic nutrition. Which type of nutrition? Heterotrophic nutrition. So let us come to the organelles. Organelles means microscopic or tiny structures which can be seen under an electronic microscope. For example, let us consider this is a plant cell. Inside of this plant cell there is a chance to see a jelly-like material that is called, we call it as cytoplasm. In that cytoplasm, some dotted-like structures we can see. Out of these so many dots, let us consider one dot as a chloroplast. Okay, na? Next, another one, let us imagine this round dotted structure as nucleus. Not only chloroplast and nucleus are present inside of cell. Some other dots are also there. These other dots are also called organelles. Which organelles are present in plant cell? Which organelles are present in animal cell? Now we are going to discuss. First one we discussed already, chloroplast. Chloroplasts are absent in animal cell. Chloroplasts are present in a plant cell. So it is completed. Next one is a nucleus. Already we discussed while explaining the structure of onion peel cell. Each and every cell is composed of a nucleus only. Only one nucleus. Each and every cell. Either it may be plant cell or animal cell. It contains only how many nucleus? Only one nucleus. One cell, one nucleus. Two cell, only two nucleus. Two cells means each and every cell contains only one nucleus in it. Okay. So nucleus can be seen in plant cell and also in animal cell. What is the use of nucleus? Already we discussed. Nucleus acts as a CPU of the cell, central processing unit, and it is useful for transferring parental characters to the children. Nothing but it plays an important role in the transportation of parental characters to the children. Next, it acts as like a, in other words we can say, it acts as a genetic barrier to the human beings and also to the other plants. Next, nucleus. After we need to discuss about mitochondria. Already in 8th class you observed the structure of mitochondria. Mitochondria is also called powerhouse of the cell. What is another name of mitochondria? Mitochondria is also called powerhouse of the cell. Powerhouse means it has power. Means it is useful for the production of power. If you observe mitochondria, it can be seen in plant cells and also in animal cells. It can be seen in plant cells and also in animal cells. In plants and also in animals, mitochondria is useful for the storage of energy. It always stores the energy in the form of ATP. In which form? ATP form. ATP form. Okay, na? Adenosine triphosphate. Adenosine triphosphate. It always stores the energy in the form of ATP. ATP means adenosine triphosphate. And the next one, lysosomes. Lysosomes. If you observe the plant cell, if you observe the animal cell, both they contains a common organelle, lysosomes. Lysosomes looks like a very tiny dot-like structures. These are also called suicidal bags of the cell. What is another name of lysosomes? Suicidal bags of the cell. Lysosomes are called suicidal bags of the cell. Whenever the harmful microorganisms enters into our body, then what will happen? These lysosomes undergoes to burst and they will kill that particular microorganism. That type of cells are called lysosomes. Okay, so these organisms are also called suicidal bags of the cell. Next, endoplasmic reticulum. In shortly, it is called as ER. What is the short form of endoplasmic reticulum? ER. These all are the dotted-like structures which can be seen in a plant cell and also in a animal cell. This endoplasmic reticulum contains some proteins in it. It contains ribosomes in it. These ribosomes are useful for the proteins preparation. Okay, these proteins are useful for the growth of living organism. Either it may plant or animal, it requires proteins. And lipids are also manufactured by the endoplasmic reticulum. In our next class, in our further classes, we will discuss each and every organelle with their structures also and with their functions also. Okay, now in this class, this is introduction class, so that is why we are discussing shortly each and every organelle. See, endoplasmic reticulum. After that, Golgi complex. What it is? Golgi complex. In 8th class also you discussed about Golgi complex. Who discovered Golgi complex? Camillo Golgi in the year 1834. Who discovered Golgi complex? Camillo Golgi discovered Golgi complex in the year 1834. What is the use of this Golgi complex? This Golgi complex is useful for the transportation and also for the secretion. Especially it is designed for the secretion of materials from one place to another place within the cell. Okay, so one more time we are going to discuss organelles. Organelle means a microscopic or tiny structure which can be seen under an electronic microscope is called organelle. If you find plant cell or animal cell, inside of those cells there is a chance to see some dotted like structures. Okay, these dotted like structures are called organelles. Okay, if it is plant cell or animal cell, whatever may be, it is inside of each and every cell there is a chance to see some dotted like structures. These dotted like structures are called organelles. For example, in this diagram, I shown you nucleus and chloroplast. These are some examples for you. Like this nucleus and chloroplast, some other organelles are also there. Chloroplast, nucleus along with these mitochondria is also present. Next, lysosomes, endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi complex. These are also present in plant cell and animal cell. If you observe these all the organelles, chloroplast is very special. Why? It can be seen only in a plant cell. It is absent in which cells? Animal cell. Because of the presence of chloroplast in plant cells, most of the plant leaves are in which color? Green in color. Most of the plant leaves are green in color. Most of the plant leaves are green in color. Check that. Green in color. Because of the presence of chloroplast, most of the plant leaves are green in color. Because of the absence of chloroplast in the animal cells, we are not having any green color and we can perform heterotrophic nutrition. But in case of plants, they contains chloroplast and they are acting as autotrophs. Autotrophs means they are preparing food by their own. The type of nutrition is called autotrophic nutrition. Let us see. Nucleus. Already we discussed. It acts as like a genetic barrier, useful for the transportation of parental material to the children. Mitochondria, powerhouse of the cell, useful to produce the energy within the cell. It stores energy within the cell in the form of, already we discussed, in the form of ATP. ATP means adenosine triphosphate. Lysosomes, these are also called suicidal bags of the cell. If they find any foreign particle in our body, means any microorganism in our body, what they are going to do? Simply they are going to kill the particular microorganism, or if they didn't kill the particular microorganism, they are going to destroy themselves. That is why these organisms are called suicidal bags of the cell. Next, endoplasmic reticulum. In shortly it is called ER. This endoplasmic reticulum contains very minute tiny dotted like structures. These are called ribosomes. These ribosomes are useful for the manufacture of proteins and lipids. Proteins and lipids, these both are useful for the growth of living organism. Either it may plant or it may animal, whatever may be, it is proteins and lipids are important. These both can be manufactured by endoplasmic reticulum. Next, Golgi complex. Who discovered Golgi complex? Camillo Golgi discovered Golgi complex in which year? 1835. In the year 1835. Exactly, it is in the end of 1834. He discovered Golgi complex. It is useful for secretion of material. Okay children, thank you. Remaining we will discuss in our next class.